My name's Vicky and I'm running for Education Officer this year. I'm a combined honours student and I do English Literature and Film Studies. Obviously you might want to know why I'm running for the position, and I feel that I could bring a lot to this position. Mainly I'm just eager to accept this challenge because I can see it as a position of positive influence on students. I just want to carry on and improve upon what Yoshka and Emma have already put in place. Obviously that's doing a great job, but I think there's certain aspects that we could improve with a bit of input from students. Basically I'm looking to accept this challenge because I've got the right experience and I've also talked to a lot of students. I do know what their main issues are and I want to bring these to the forefront. I'm currently an academic and finance issues supervisor on welfare and citizenship. I've got an accurate idea of what issues students are actually concerned with and the opinions that they want to put forward. Obviously not all students feel they can do this, and I want to provide them with a voice that can. Obviously from my supervisor role as well, I've noticed that students have a lot of commitments outside of their actual educational requirements, and I want to help those students that have other obstacles in the way, such as students facing financial hardship or students with disabilities. Basically what I really want to do is make sure that everyone gets the most out of the educational experience that they can, and also just make sure that there's a lot of enjoyment and equality in the educational experience that they get. I'm also a union council representative, which also brings with it a lot of student opinions, and I think what needs to be done is this needs to be more widely represented. I think you need to make union council an integral part of the student experience and not just something that's seen as exclusive. For my other experience, I've also been the only undergraduate student representative on a steering group. This was for the taught programme's working e-portfolio group, and not a lot of students will know what e-portfolios are. It's basically somewhere where you can represent your skills that you've developed during your academic time, not just ones related to your course, but obviously skills that you might have developed giving presentations or running certain events. Obviously these are really, really important because it's what graduate employers look for and it fits in with the graduate skills framework. Regarding my experience of what employers look for, I've actually trained graduate employees, so I do know what they look for, and obviously addressing these with the graduate skills programme is something that I really want to do for students. I'm also an educational mentor volunteer with SCAN. I think it's really important that people get involved with SCAN because you need things outside of your educational experience now to promote yourself. This has also given me an insight into how the education system works and how you can make children aspire to better things. And I think I can bring some of the qualities that I've learned from that teaching experience to the education officer role. Obviously, I want to encourage students in any way that I can to be doing the best they can with their education and provide that support if they're having problems that they might not necessarily want to come to a tutor with. I've also been involved with EngSoc this year, which is obviously an academic society, and I absolutely love doing everything that I do with them. I'm currently their treasurer, which is obviously a position of responsibility, but I take that responsibility as not so much a chore but a pleasure. I see the difference that the EngSoc makes to the students of English and other societies. I've also been involved with Rag Crew, and that's another example of how students can get involved with something outside of education, but obviously they're bringing a benefit to society that's been given to them as part of their educational role. So in that way, education benefits not only the student, but the society and community around them, and that's something that I really want to promote. And that's why I think SCAN's also a worthwhile thing to be involved with. My main motto for the campaign is education for all. I believe that everyone has the equal right to education no matter what obstacles they face. I've spoken to many students, and myself have had problems with things such as finance, disability, having dependents, and I want to make sure these people receive the right support and know that there are resources in place for them to use. Obviously this would include things such as Student Advice Centre, which is something that I really want to bring to the forefront of my campaign. It does amazing work and I don't think that it's equally represented across campus, so I feel that by making services such as Student Advice Centre more prominent, you would actually have the support in place for those that have problems. I just really want to stress that I want to provide representation for all students, and obviously Yoshka and Emma have worked really hard on introducing the course rep system. That's something I also want to continue, but I want to improve, making sure it's a campus-wide system, and one that all students are integrated into, including those students that come from Erasmus or international backgrounds, or those that have just come back from a year out and want to be back involved with their course. It's such a good system, and I want to keep that in place.